lives are not defined by any one action. Our lives are the sum of our choices.
Hey, I'm Reggie Ponder, The Real Critic, and this week's movie is Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. What's it about? Well, when we last saw Ethan Hunt in Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1, he and his team had found the key to access the entity's source code. They were still weighing the options, finding the source code to kill the entity or to control the entity. But as with all of their missions, time wasn't their friend, and the mission was, well, simply impossible, if they chose to accept it. But one thing's for sure is that Ethan and his team learned that our lives are the sum of our choices. So who's in it? Tom Cruise, Haley Atwell, Ving Rhames, Simon Pegg, Esai Morales, Pom Klementieff, Henry Czerny, and Angela Bassett, among others. So, what's to like? If this is really Ethan Hunt's final reckoning and Tom Cruise's swan song, the writers have done a great job of tying together the events and people Hunt encountered along the way to this final mission. The audience no longer has to guess how his first mission and all the subsequent ones tie into this closing chapter. Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1, it let us know that this farewell would be more personal and more emotional than all the others, and that Final Reckoning wasn't just about saving the world, but also about saving and honoring relationships, like the ones Hunt has with Luther, Benji, Grace, and others. And in fact, it is these relationships which makes him strategically and personally vulnerable. It's touching to see him and the team show their love for each other in so many ways. But don't get too mushy about it all, because this film has plenty of action. I was literally sitting on the edge of my seat as even the dialogue produced tension and anticipation. Did Tom perform his favorite run? Well, he ran so much it felt like a marathon. Did he do aerial stunts, underwater miracles, incredible car chases, dodge bullets, missiles, and engage in close hand-to-hand combat? Yes! The action seeker should feel like a kid in a candy store, because while we have seen the goods before, they are still very appealing and oh so tasty. This film has so many of our favorite actors, and the filmmakers give them just enough time to make them relevant but not overbearing. From Angela Bassett, Hannah Waddingham, and Henry Czerny, and all the others, they really add to this vibrant world of Mission Impossible. Like I said, there's plenty of action shot magnificently to help create suspense and bring the viewer up close and personal. And then the music is outstanding, playing these notes that alter one's attention as well as one's position in their seat. The relationships are priceless, and this idea of a rogue AI is as relevant as the real present-day issues the world is having with information today. What's not to like? Well, as with Dead Reckoning, the film is just a little bit long. Just know that before you buy that huge drink at the counter. You don't want to miss anything, and you will probably forgive them for the length just to see 62-year-old Tom Cruise doing all those incredible stunts. However, did they need every stunt? Was every person he met along the way important enough to have dialogue? I know everybody got to get paid. And then, how many ways did we have to see Cruise hang from that plane? My rating, the mission might be impossible, but the movie reminds us that all things are possible and that relationships really do matter. Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning appears to signal Hunt's last journey, but not the end of the franchise, nor the end of the IMF. Let's just say they have all the makings to serve up a new yet familiar dish. This film is well worth watching. I'm giving it 3.5 reels out of 4. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky, and YouTube at The Real Critic, and I'll see you next time.